Hi everybody, Cheaply Chic. Welcome back to my channel, and for those of you who are visiting for the first time, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. This video is the second in a series I'm doing right now where I'm sharing my craft room and the way that I organize and store things. The first video that I posted a couple days ago was an overview of my room and how I've organized it. So if you missed that one and you're interested, check out the description box down below. I'll leave a link there for you. Today I'm going to be sharing with you the tension rod system that I built for my washi wall. I've had this for almost 2 years now. I am in love with this system. I've made a few tweaks from the video that I posted and shared last year when I first initially shared this wall with you, so I'm excited to share the updates that have worked best for me. I'm also going to share the way that I store my ephemera and also the way that I store my stickers. So if this is something that interests you, just keep watching. One of the most exciting areas in my craft room to me is my tape wall. I absolutely love this wall. It brings me happiness and I'm not afraid to say it. Mostly because I came up with this idea on my own and I'm so excited. So when I first started collecting washi tape a couple years ago, I really wanted a way to store it where it was out in the open and I could see what I have, because I was finding that if I just kept it in boxes, it wasn't working out very well for me. I forgot what I had, it wasn't visible. Plus, I'm kind of OCD about the fact that I like to sort things out and keep them organized so that if I want to reach for, let's say, Christmas or Halloween, it's all together and I don't have to dig for it. So I was going through all of these things in my head, trying a few different things, and finally I came up with this idea, and I'm so happy that I did. Originally in my last video, I shared how I use these tension rods that I picked up at Walmart. They are around $5 a piece, between $4 and $5, and I was just using them with the rubber stoppers on the end and pushing them between this spot in my wall, and it would stay pretty well. The thing that I have found that you need for this project to even work out is this little nook, which I have between my closet and the door where you enter my room. This room is a typical square bedroom that's actually the 4th extra room in our house. So it's pretty standard. It has the closet that pokes out a bit into the room. So that is what I've used. I've used the door jamb in the back and then the wall when you first enter the room. I've had someone leave in a comment that they did this inside of their closet. They had a regular closet in their craft room and they used the tension rods inside of there to do this very same thing. So I know that if you get creative and you have a couple spots, you never know, it might work out. So I think that's so awesome. The only difference that I have made in the last year is with the way that I've put the tension rods on the wall. Originally, they had the rubber stoppers and all I did was apply some tension to the rod and it will hold the baskets up. The issue I was having was with 1 or 2 rods out of like 10. I did this very slowly over time. Every week I would go pick up 2 to 4 tension rods and add a few as I went along. That way I wasn't spending a bundle all at once. It was something that I built up and grew. But I did find that over time, a couple of those rods, for one reason or another, did not want to stay, and a basket would fall, and then I would have tape that I had to pick up, and that just seemed to happen, I would say, once a week. Maybe once every couple weeks, but it was something I had to figure out how to do differently. I'm not saying that it wouldn't work. Maybe for you it would. Maybe there was something on my wall or something on the foot of the tension rod. I don't know. But what I decided to do was go along and measure out the rods so that they were all perfectly placed. I think I placed the bars about 1.5 inches to 2 inches out from the wall behind them, and then about 4 inches apart from one another. So I just did what I eyeballed and looked best as to how I could keep the duct tape close enough together that I could keep as many rods here as possible. And then the Dollar Tree baskets, that's where I picked up these blue bins. You get 4 for about $1 at Dollar Tree when they have bonus buys, so that's awesome. But anyway, I went around and I just added some tiny nail tacks. I took the rubber ends off of the tension rods, and then because those metal poles are hollow in the center, I could just apply some tension, add it onto the nail, and now it hangs perfectly in place and I don't have any issues. I've never had anything fall off the wall since, so I'm super happy. Plus it's all even and all of the poles are measured out perfectly, so I'm really happy with it. Some of you might worry because I put nails in the back of the trim behind my door, but I talked to my husband about it and we really don't mind because it is the trim that's behind the door against the wall. No one's ever going to see it, and as far as I know, we're gonna live here for years, so it's really not that big of a deal, besides the fact that I really want to strip and restain these doors anyway. The trim wasn't a concern for me. I also thought I would mention that washi isn't the only thing that I have stored here in these baskets. I also have some embossing powder, some liquid pearls and stickles here, some flocking. I have some eyeshadow pigments that I use in my craft projects. I can make my own ink sprays with or whatever. I also have some washi tape samples that I've received from wonderful friends here that have exchanged pocket letters with me or sent me them in friend mail. So these baskets really work for anything you want to keep sorted and out in the open that you can just glance and remember that you have. One of the other areas of organization that I really love here in my craft room is my ephemera storage. Back when I first started playing with ephemera, I had it all thrown in one metal box. And I'm sure that a lot of you know how that is. It grows and you start getting more, and then before you know it, you're digging through a pile looking for a certain word and you can't find it. So this is what I came up with. I picked up this crate at Michael's last year. It was on clearance for 70% off in their summer items. I know that you can pick up wooden crates like this at Hobby Lobby that are unfinished that you can paint yourself, so that's always an option there, or you could just use a storage box. But something that I did was I took all of those pretty file folders that I had from Target, Dollar Spot, and Dollar Tree, and I cut them down to fit inside of the crate. They were too big otherwise, so I just cut them to fit. I used some pretty duct tape that I already had from the Dollar Tree, and I made little pocket envelope style folders out of them. And then I just painstakingly sorted out all of that ephemera. But something that I appreciated about this system was if I had a new set of ephemera or I still had the packaging, I could tape it to the outside of the folder along with the name and brand, because when you're someone who's making videos, it's helpful if you remember what set something came from, because I get that question a lot. I learn things, you know, the hard way most of the time. So ever since then, I've started saving the packaging so I know what to point people toward if they should ask. Otherwise, I've just labeled each of the file folders. Like I said, I taped them into pockets, and then I can sort them out this way and it's all in one spot. I can flip through it and see what I'm looking for right away. As far as sorting out all of that old ephemera that I had to put into envelopes, I just labeled each file in a way that made sense to me. You'll see along the way that I have a lot of them labeled words, but then down lower on the file folder there's a label, and I have written out exactly what word or phrase is in the file pocket. So it's really cut down on time. I don't have to search for things, and I can just flip to what I'm looking for. And then lastly, I'm going to share with you how I store my stickers. If you watched my craft room tour video from last year, nothing has really changed about this. I love this box. I thought I would mention the size of the box here in this video because I did get that question a lot on last year's video. So the box itself is about 17 inches long. It's 7.5 inches tall and about 13.5 inches wide. So it is a very big box. I picked this up on clearance last year at Big Lots. And I try to just make sure that this box is my only general sticker box. Now I do have other stickers for planning that I keep in a separate place, and then for my Bible journaling that I have out with my Bible. But as far as general stickers go, I try to just make sure that it all fits in this box. So this is a great spot for me to say thank you to all of my friends and subscribers here on my channel who have been so kind-hearted and sent me incredible friend mail over the last year. I've received so many incredible sticker sets that I have in this box, and washi tape, and handmade cards, handmade pocket letters, and flip books. I appreciate you so much because you help me stay creative. So yeah, I just want to say thank you guys so much, those of you who have sent me some of these stickers. They are well loved and I cannot wait to use them in my projects. I'm just going to flip through and show you guys really quickly how I have organized this box. For those of you who haven't seen my video before, I have just used some cardstock to cut dividers for my stickers. I've used some file tabs that I actually picked up at Target, but these are available at Dollar Tree, so you can get them a little more affordably. And then I've just made categories that made sense to me. I found that this really works best for me. I can pick up the box when I need it. I can file things away so I have them for later, and I just really enjoy using this system. I almost forgot, I wanted to share with you how I store my seasonal washi. This tote is from Michaels and it's part of their Creative Options line. I picked this up when it was 60% off back at the beginning of the year, and I used my 20% off your entire purchase coupon along with it. So I picked this nice size tub up for around $6, which is awesome. These frequently go on sale, so keep your eye out for that if you're looking for one for yourself. But inside of it, I've stored some plastic office bins that I picked up at the Dollar Tree that hold washi perfectly, so I can sort it out and keep it organized that way. But I love the way that it fits inside of this tote, and then I can just put it away until I need it, and it's not taking up any space on my washi wall. So that is it for this video today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. For those of you who missed my first craft room tour video that I shared at the beginning of the week, I will leave a link for that in the description box down below. It's just a general overview of my entire room. Be on the lookout in a couple days for the next video in this series, where I will be sharing with you my journaling Bible tote. I'm pretty excited about that one. So again, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you liked this video. If you did, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you all next time. Bye!